Well, there we go. My little banner. I have to work this. New to making videos. This is my real quick message to the police out there. Real quick, don't quit. Right? There's going to be a lot of pressure out there for you to quit from the news, from politicians, from the people. I want to say that most people don't support this, right? Just because you have a terrible mayor, terrible governor, uh, in most cases I would say don't quit. Right? There are some instances in those cities that are burning, and they're voting to disband you already. Well, save yourself, save your families, come join a force somewhere else in the country that'll support you, support your law enforcement activities. I want to put this in perspective from me personally being married to a narcissist for many years. And I see a lot of similarities between what's happening in the media and what happened in my day-to-day life for years. You're going to be gaslit like crazy, right? Everything that you've ever done is going to be scrutinized and told that is wrong. You're going to be told that you've never done a good job, that everything you've ever done has been terrible. You have to fight against it. First and foremost, you have to not internalize it. That's the hard part, because a lot of us try, especially those of us that want to try to do a good job, we take criticism a little bit more deeply than a lot of people, because we really want to fix the issues. But hearing constantly how you're breaking things, or you're broken, or you've never made a good choice in your life, it can be damaging. So you have to look past that, right? You have to realize, call a kettle black, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to come out of the other side quite beat up. Even when you realize it and you're still dealing with these personalities, you will be beat up, because it's going to be relentless. Short story long is on the backside of this, when we have public spanking, of 2020, of all the spoiled brats burning our cities, we're going to need that experience on the backside of this, right? And you guys are the experience out there right now. That experience is going to have to come with some changes, of course, depending on your departments. And some of those changes are going to be just socially driven, maybe even driven from a national level. Bend with the wind, right? But don't break. And don't, and I'm not saying bend so much that you accept that you no longer can do your job because you're hobbled. If that's the case, let the city burn. Screw them, right? You might have been born and raised there, 15 generations there, but there's only so much you can do. Sometimes, getting on the life raft is the way of saving yourself. But don't quit. Don't internalize all the negativity. Turn the media off. Turn your Facebook off. Turn your Twitter off. Turn off the news, right? And when you get off your shift, have a beer with friends, and then go to bed and rinse and repeat. But do not bend, do not break, and do not quit. The short story, or the short story to that is, if you do quit, when we come out to the backside of this, you're going to have a lot of inexperienced people taking up the reins. Doesn't mean that they won't eventually gain experience, but who are going to be their shepherds, right? And every flock needs a shepherd. So that's my 2 cents. That's my story. And good luck out there, guys and girls.